Alright, y'all, I have been wanting a pecan pie for a long time, so I'm in the kitchen going to make one. So what we need first is we need a cup of pecans, and I just have these chopped pecans right here, and I am using a 1/4 cup scoop, measuring cup, whatever you want to call it, and we're just going to put these in here on the bottom like that. I'm using a store-bought pie crust because, y'all, I don't have time for all that, and it just feels good to be back in the kitchen. Just saying, it's been a week from Hades. So yeah, I'm just glad to be back in the kitchen. So we're going to put our pecans up. Now we're going to move this out of the way for just a few minutes. Bring our bowl back over here. We're going to do a cup of granulated sugar. There's no sense in messing up a whole bunch of stuff, so I'll just use my little 1/4 cup measuring cup and be done with it. There we go. And this may not be a big enough bowl, but we are going to hope it is. Hopefully. Now I need 3 tablespoons of brown sugar. Let me grab my tablespoon out of here. I'm going to have to take the lid off of that. Now I'm going to have to make some brown sugar. I will definitely be needing some more for Christmas stuff, the candies and all that. There's 2, and there is 3. I guess I was talking about pecan pie and my love for it years ago, and now I've got to have some of it. All right, we're going to do a 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and I am just going to use my pink Himalayan. There we go. And we need a cup of corn syrup. Let me grab my measuring cup from up here. It says you can use dark or light. We're using the light. So let's get us a cup measured out here. There we go. May need our little spatula here. Let's get this poured in like that. Does anybody else remember when, and this was when I was a kid years ago, my grandmother would use the dark Karo syrup, and y'all, that stuff was almost medicinal. Like, we got a dose of that if we had any trouble. Any trouble. We got a dose of Karo syrup. But we put it on, if we didn't have regular syrup, we put it on pancakes, French toast. It didn't matter. It did not matter. We got it put on there. I've got 1/3 cup of melted butter right here. We're just going to pour that in. This may be a big enough bowl. I don't know. We're going to see. A teaspoon of vanilla. And my dishwasher is going down here. Maybe oh. There we go. Now I'm going to crack 3 eggs into here, and I'm just going to beat them a little bit, and then we'll put them in there in our mix. Y'all, I'm starting off slow today with something quick and easy. I don't want to get up and do too much in the kitchen. I don't want to have a setback because I am finally feeling better and I just want to go easy into this. Right now I'm planning on having a reset day tomorrow where I need to get a bunch of stuff done for the week and kind of reset my kitchen and reset all of my staples that I have going on here. All right, now we're just going to pour this in. There we go. And we're just going to mix this together. Now you can use a mixer, a hand mixer if you want to, but I'm just going to hand mix this together instead of dirtying up more dishes, because one thing I do not need more of, it's dirty dishes. Okay, just saying. It may take us a couple minutes longer to do this by hand, but that's okay. I am totally fine with that. Alright, I'm going to get my whisk out here. There we go. Alright, y'all. Let's get this poured in this pie crust. I'll bring that over here where y'all can see what I'm doing. And we're just going to pour all that goodness over top of those pecans. Y'all. Oh, please don't be too much. I am going to definitely set this on a baking sheet. There we go. Let me go grab my baking sheet. There we go. We're going to put a piece of aluminum foil very lightly over here, okay? Like pretty much just tinting it. Alright. Like that. Don't want it too tight. It'll hold all that moisture in there, and you don't want that. Alright, so there is our aluminum foil. This is going to go in the oven for 30 minutes with the foil on, and then we'll take it out, check it, take the foil off, and cook it for about 20 more minutes. So let's get this in the oven. Alright, let's go ahead. Our timer is getting ready to go off. Let's go ahead and turn that off. And then let's reach in here and let's grab, oh my goodness, our tin foil. There we go. Look how pretty that is. Oh, it's going to be so good. So good. Alright, slide that back in there like that. And then we're going to turn the oven, or the timer, back on 20 minutes. There we go. I think our pie, nope, it's still got a lot of jiggle to it. So we're going to turn the oven back on. 15 more minutes. Alright, our timer is going off. Let's check this and see. Oh, look how bubbly. Let's see if this is done. Still got a little jiggle to it. I'm going to give it just a couple more minutes in there. It's still a little jiggly for me. So we're going to turn the timer back on 2 minutes and we'll check it then. All right, timer's going off. We're gonna get this out of the oven. Oh my goodness. Oh. Oh yeah. Now, y'all. Oh my goodness. Look at that beautiful pecan pie. Now it does have a little bit of jiggle to it, nothing massive. And mine actually cooked for about 75-ish minutes instead of 50. So it's good and done. It's got a little bit of jiggle to it, which is okay. We want to see that. We don't want to burn the crust or the pecans. So it's going to finish sitting there and coming together. And we've got a little bit of spillover, whatever you want to say, over here on the side. Nothing major, but I am glad that I put the baking sheet underneath it. Oh, I can't wait for this. I just can't wait for this. So, I am going to do my best to be a good girl and let this sit here and cool. Okay? We're going to try. And dang it, I don't have any vanilla ice cream. Oh well, it'll still be good. I've waited as long as I can. I need to taste test this pie right now. I'm getting ready to start supper, and after supper comes dessert, right? Well, I want to make sure that's not hot. I want to make sure that this is edible. You know, I'm doing good work here, right? So we're just going to cut just a small little sliver. That's all I want. Just a small sliver. Oh my. Still needs to cool a little bit, but you know, I'm doing good for the family, right? Still needs to cool a little bit, and I didn't get a fork. All right, y'all, got my pie. We're gonna taste test it, see if it's any good, you know, make sure before I feed the family. I mean, yeah. I don't know if family needs any of this. I'm just saying. They're probably not going to like it. This is what I've been waiting on. This is what I've had in my mind for days. Days. Y'all, make this pie. Make this pie. All right. I'm going to slip in the other room. And I'm going to enjoy my sliver of pie before they find out it's done. And I'm going to eat it in peace and quiet. So, we'll see you back here when it's time to cook supper.